Can we talk about the fact that Strickland is the UFC middleweight champion?
I absolutely dominated my first week of Better Fantasy Football.
That did really hurt my heart when I saw Aaron Rodgers. You might just stay out there.
I'm considering it.
Welcome to Nickels and Dimes. I'm Bo Nickel. He's the dime. Let's get it. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review. If you have questions, comments, leave them and we'll bring them to the show.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Bro, those can't be the first words you say to me. We haven't seen each other in like 3 weeks.
Oh, man. I know. I'm just playing. I'm just disappointed. I figured you'd be dressed up for me, dude.
Bro, I wore my favorite tank for you. Come on.
Oh, yeah, it's your favorite one. All right, we're good.
Yeah. I just forgot my sunglasses to the freaking beach.
Oh, well, imagine that.
Dude, that fit is dope.
Yeah. Want me to model it for you?
Yeah, give me a little twirl.
Hold on 1 second. Hang on, I'm going to go the other way, actually, because the lighting's better. You see here.
Work it. Zang.
Welcome to Nickels and Dimes.
I love it. I need one of those.
Yeah. I'll get you one. We'll get you a black one.
Do they come in cutoffs?
In what?
Cutoffs?
Oh, it's cut off. I just got a T underneath.
Oh my gosh.
That's sick.
Amazing.
Yeah. We're Alaska, baby.
That room looks sick. Are you on the ship?
Yeah, I'm on the ship right now. Are we going? Let's freaking get this episode going.
Yeah, we're rolling. We're rolling.
All right, yeah. So quick update. Bo and Tony adventures. Separate. Not usually separate. But yeah, last 2 weeks I've gone all over the place. Colorado, hunting, killed some stuff, killed a turkey, killed a mule deer. We'll get into that later. Then went back to PA for a day. Now I'm in Alaska on a freaking cruise, bro. Yeah, so this is our room. This is where we're at. Dude, this cruise ship's insane. It's like 16 stories.
What?
It is. Yeah, it's huge. It's there's everything in here. There's like 50 different restaurants. There's a mall. There's a movie theater. There's
What?
tons. There's I think 2 or 3 different pools. There's a whole gym. There's like 50 coffee shops. There's
oh my god.
what else is there? Oh, there's a casino. Dude, it's crazy.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
I was honestly thinking, because this is my first time ever on a cruise, so I didn't know what to expect. But I was like, dude, Tony would love this. It's definitely a vacation, bro.
Sounds. I didn't know cruise ships are dope. I've heard mixed reviews, but sounds like.
Yeah. Dude, this one's the real deal. So we're lucky we're with Diane because our good friend Diane, who is a sweet old lady, but savage at the same time. She's done, I don't know, 20 years worth of cruises. She's been on this cruise a dozen times. Literally, no exaggeration, a dozen. Yeah. And it's, there you go.
Forgot I have my blue light glasses.
Let's go.
Still have to do.
Nice. That'll do. But yeah, so she's kind of giving us all the ins and outs and everything, and she got us to buy this. It's like this extra pass that's $500, but we pretty much get this insane high-end restaurant for every single meal if we want it, and we get all the free drinks we want. So obviously, I'm not drinking alcohol, but all the other people are
on deck.
Yeah, dude, so many freaking seltzer with lime, so many little like watermelon lemonades, a ridiculous cappuccino after every meal, bro.
Oh,
it's
insane,
insane, dude.
What do you want today, sir? You're like, hey, we go a little crazy. Let me get a seltzer with lemon. They're like, oh, okay.
It's the best. So I'll just give you like kind of a daily schedule. So every day is a little different because we're traveling. So there's some days where we see different things, but it's basically you get up in the morning like 8, 9 a.m. You go to a absolutely fire breakfast. It's just everything you want. Super fire. The waiting staff, they're all the best of the best. They're so nice and friendly, but they just do a great job. They never mess your order up or anything. They all know your name and stuff. And then they get your breakfast, get your coffee, all that, and then you kind of can either chill or do activity. So today we visited the Hubbard Glacier, largest glacier in North America. And so, yeah, it's crazy. I'll send you pictures. So we saw this massive glacier, and we got up to like a half a mile from it. And yeah, so we got like right up next to this glacier and just kind of sat and looked at it. And it does this thing. It's called calving, where basically look through all those photos if they come through. But it's like, oh, they're not sent yet, but they're coming. But anyways, it's like pieces of the glaciers break off into the water, and it's insane. It's so cool. It makes a crazy noise, and yeah, so we did that for a couple hours, and then we went back to get more food. So we just got like burgers and dogs because we didn't want to go to for some reason they didn't want to go to the nice place today. So we just got a bunch of burgers and dogs and fruit and stuff.
Nice.
And yeah, now we're here. Now we're on this excuse me, nice little zoo. But yeah,
That's
bro.
Sick, bro.
Then we're just gonna go to a super fire dinner tonight. So they have a really nice place I was telling you about. They got an Italian spot, they got a French spot, they have a sushi spot. Yeah.
They have Osaka on board.
They have Osaka on board.
Wow. Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that sounds like a high end one. I'd be into that.
Yeah, our girl Diane said this is the best. She said this is the best one.
Yeah, I saw you guys. I saw you, her, and Matt all in the casino lined up together. I was like, they must be going off.
Dude, she's a savage. You know, she likes playing. She's like keeps bringing it up, and she's like, did you go to the casino last night? And I was like, no, I turned in early because I just when you're at port, the casino it closes because they don't want to pay Alaskan tax.
Got it.
So we were at port yesterday, and so the casino was closed all day until like 11. So I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed, hit it tomorrow. And she's like, and yeah, so she asked me if I was there last night. I was like, no, I didn't go, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, tonight though. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, we're back. We're gonna hit it again tonight.
Have you got off the ship at all?
Yeah, so we got off the ship yesterday. We went to it's called Icy Point, and basically we just walked up and we did a little hike, and Gabby and Matt they did a zip line. It was like insane 1,300-foot drop zip line. And yeah, we just walked around and we saw some whales, saw a bald eagle. I got a pretty dope bald eagle feather. I don't know where it went, but let me find it. Yeah, I found this sick bald eagle feather.
Dang. Now, did you remove that feather manually or did you find it?
No, I just asked him for it. And he was like, yeah, you seem cool.
Okay, gotcha.
He was like, yeah, sure. None of these other people could have one, but you got it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Now,
dude.
What about all your meat? Did you get that shit back?
Yes, so all the meat. So basically, let's go back to let's get into the hunting now.
Yeah, I mean, I've just been training here, so I don't have much to share. So I just want to hear about your escapades.
So we'll talk about hunting, and then we'll break it down, and then we'll get into a little bit of training, a little bit of what we actually do as a profession. So all right, yeah. So out in Colorado, mule deer hunting, spot and stalk, archery. So early season, basically the activity kind of depends on the weather, you know, like if it's colder, they'll be moving a lot, but if it's hot, it's really tough hunting. You know, there's not a lot going on. So basically first day I get out, we see a nice buck, probably 2 miles away, like all the way down. We're at the top of this kind of ridge, like all the way down at the bottom. So we jump, or we get on our boots and we get down, and we get down to like probably a half of from there. We stalked it all the way in. I got to 63 yards, right around 63. And basically the wind was good the whole time it's going into us. And then right at the end, and so it's making noise. And when it's coming into you, they also can't smell you. If the wind's going away from you towards them, they'll smell you and they'll leave. But the wind was going towards us. Right when we got close, the wind just completely died. And so it's super quiet. So he can't smell you, but we're in this thick brush that's only maybe 1.5 feet high, so you have no cover. So I'm like trying to crawl. We had already crawled probably 250 yards, and so I'm trying to crawl this last. I want to get to like 45, 50 yards. I'm trying to crawl this last 45, 50 yards, and he freaking hears me, stands up. I can't really. I'm trying to stay low, so I can't really see him, but I just saw the top of his antlers, and I like kind of looked up. And then as soon as I picked my head up, boom, he bounded off. And I was like, damn it. It was so frustrating. It was literally probably 90 minutes of stalking this deer all the way into 60 yards from it. And then it heard me. So
Wow.
he got up and, but it wasn't a big deal. So the next morning, that was in the evening. And the next morning we get up and we go out to kind of a similar spot. And there's like a good amount of bucks. There's a couple big bucks. And we basically just are waiting for them to bed down because it's in the morning. So you have all day to hunt them. You don't want to rush it. So we're waiting for him to bed down. And we see like one that I really liked. He bedded down. And I was like, all right, we're going to go for him. And then my Uncle Mike, who's guiding me, is like, let's go. All right, we know where he bedded down. Let's go check the river bottom and see what's up. So we get in the pickup. And we were kind of up in a little higher, like in these meadows. One's called like the Rose Garden, and another one's called Stone Corral. And we're up a little higher, and so then we decided to go down to the river bottom, and the river bottom is like really dense woods, and it's right next to the Colorado River. So we start to drive down, and we get out of the truck, and we're walking basically to a couple spots that he knows, and we're maybe basically right on the trail, and we get out of the truck and boom, there's like a freaking buck right there. And he's like, are you going to shoot it? And I'm like, dude, I'm taking him for sure. So he's like, so basically there's a big oak tree and a bush in between me and him. And I have a rangefinder. So I lean out and I range him, and he's at 25 yards. And my uncle actually, since we were right in the truck, he just stayed in the truck and kept going. And because he didn't want to, like, because sometimes the trucks don't really spook him. So and we were like a yard off of, literally right off the road. And so it's like not like a public road. It's like a dirt road that's private back in this private land. And so he just kept going. And then I got behind the tree. I went back behind the tree in the bush, and I drew back. And then I just like slowly walked out in front of the out to the side of the tree so I could see him, and he's facing almost like pretty sharply away from me, and so I'm just holding it and waiting. I'm at 25 yards, like really close. He turns and takes a step. Boom! I shoot him. Bam! Whack! It's like right in, perfect shot, right in his freaking right to the inside of his front leg, and immediate it's like blood everywhere. And I just lifted my arms up. I was like, yes, because I knew he was done, bro. And the crazy part is after he took off kind of parallel to where my uncle was driving. So my uncle saw the whole thing, like all the blood, everything.
That's probably crazy.
Yeah, he said it was insane. And so he said it was just spraying out. And so I went up, found my arrow, and it was just covered in blood. And it's kind of this, it's red, but it's like clearish, which means that it's lungs, because it's super oxygenated.
Oh.
And so
I thought you had a gun, so you shoot you with your bow.
Oh, I shot him with my bow. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's even cooler.
Yeah, archery, bro. And so smoked him, and then got my arrow, and then full pass through. It was like right in the dirt, so we knew, like it really got him good.
Mhm.
And then we just saw the blood trail, and it was super easy. There was, I mean, maybe he went maybe 30 yards, and boom, saw him down on the ground, and I was like, thank the freaking Lord, we got him. So basically, basically from there, we just gutted him, took him back to the shop, and skinned him, and then I took the head, got the head's getting processed, gonna get mounted and stuff, and then we
Nice.
took all the meat and gave it to another meat processor, a guy that he makes steaks and different stuff out of it. And they got it back to me in 2 days. I loaded it up in soft coolers and just carried it through the airport and brought it back home.
Really?
Yeah, so I just carried it through. It was heavy. It was like probably, I don't know, 80 pounds, but it was all frozen. I just carried it through, and
That's amazing.
yeah, then dropped it off in Pittsburgh at Maddie's house, at her parents' house, and then we left the next day for the cruise.
Dang. You
Yeah,
just kill something, have it freaking processed, and ship it right back home all fresh. That's
yeah, it's
amazing.
super fresh. It's perfect. Yeah, actually, too, we had a couple days after the hunt before I left. Um, it was like maybe 2 or 3 days, like I said, where the deer was getting processed by the whoever did it. I forget what their company is, but they anyways, I went and we did like the same spot and stock hunt style, but for turkey.
Mm,
Dude, it was super fun. So there are these like big old toms, these turkeys. They're like kind of running around in groups, and you
yeah.
basically are just hiding out and kind of like looking for them, and you find them, and then you try to head them off where they're headed, and then just get a shot on. It's like I don't even know what to describe it as. It's like running, and it's like run and gun, dude. You're just like running and the shot. So I smoked one of these turkeys at about 23 yards, and so I got like a bunch of turkey meat too. So
Dang.
super
That
pumped
does
about it.
sound fun. That's like a
Yeah,
different game.
yeah, it is. They're on the ground. They're low. They're like running, 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 and they can see you, right? So like you can't really sneak up on them. Your only way is to basically just like if they're going through the woods, run around the other side and try to head them
Beat
off,
him to it.
beat them to it. Yeah, so you're just running the whole time. It's like a game. It's not as because the buck, if they see you, then they leave. Like you're never gonna catch them. The
Mm.
turkeys, you can like they'll run until they can't see you anymore, and then they're kind of slowing down. So you're trying to strategize how to get to them. But yeah, that was super fun. So two successes, and then I was gonna try to do maybe some elk hunting and bear as well, but it was just too hot. Early season, the elk are up way high in the mountains, and the bear weren't really moving. So I guess it was a really rough winter on bear. There, not a lot of them survived, so
Dang.
there's not a bear to be seen. But I still have um, New Mexico tag, so archery tag, which I'm going on the 20th, and I'm in a really good area. It's a trophy unit, so it's only muzzleloader and archery, so no rifle hunting,
Wow.
which keeps them big. And then they don't give a lot of tags; it's pretty exclusive. And then I'm going to go back to Colorado after that to get another elk because I still have an elk tag for Colorado, and I want to obviously get that filled. So and late in September is better. It's colder and they're moving a lot more.
That's crazy. So
Yeah,
then if everything goes well, you'd have a turkey, mule deer, elk, and bear in 1 month.
yeah, two elk hopefully.
Wow.
So a lot of
That's
lot
freaking
of steaks for the boys.
that's freaking awesome. Can't
Yeah.
wait to eat all those boys.
Yeah, brother. You know it. It's gonna be fire, man. I already got those mule deer steaks. They're ready to go. They look so red and just
Oh,
tasty.
I haven't had venison in a while.
Yeah, we'll get it going. We'll do it up. But how's Florida, my man?
Good, bro. A little less eventful. Haven't been able to kill as many things. But it's been good. I got out here last Monday, and yeah, it's a little different out here solo, but
Yeah,
it's good. It's just been a lot of good work. I've been working with like a bunch of different coaches and a bunch of different guys I haven't trained with before, so it's just been a lot of different looks. And last week was a little crazy. I just like when you're not like with our crew, I kind of just got sucked into like doing a bunch of different things. Just like there's so many different like training opportunities. So last week I trained like every day, just doing something.
Wow.
But I'm back into the routine this week, so it was good. Just get like I got like a lot of different perspectives of just I mean, they have like so many coaches out here, and each one of them do their own sessions like twice a day along with the practices. So, um, got a good like round view of what each individual coach is like, and took a little bit of each, um, something from each of them, and then this week back to kind of normal routine. So, recovery day today, and then sparring, work with Mike Brown tomorrow, finish up Friday, do some jits and probably some more drilling, and then a lift Saturday and head back. But it's been it's been solid. Definitely like what I needed while you're gone. So it was perfect.
That's good. Yeah, it's good to get a bunch of different looks. I feel like that's probably the best thing about being down there
Mhm.
is the diversity, and there's so many guys that are good at different things and coaches that come from different specialties. So you get a really broad look at, but everybody's, world class, really high level. So you get like a lot of
Mhm.
different styles, but everybody's super good at what they do. So it helps a lot.
Yeah.
You've been training with mostly like sparring partner wise.
First week I started off with guys I'm used to, like Monty and Saeed, and
Mhm.
then this week I've been working with a couple of the Russian guys that I haven't worked with before. So I got some good rounds with them, and probably finish off the week like that. And then like last week I did like some classes, like some open classes. So then I just like sparred with like 7 or 8 different guys because we just did like 3-minute rounds and jumped. So that was good because I could just get like a bunch of different looks in one day.
Mm.
And so yeah, it's been good to kind of over the last week and a half just kind of get a a wide range of other people's style, and it's helping me like figure out more how I want to approach each fight for my style, like what I want to do, what I want to focus on, and then I can adapt to like the different versions of what someone presents to me. But I'm getting a better view of what exactly my style and like what I want to do each moment of the fight is.
Yeah, I feel like that's huge. I feel like developing your style. People don't really think of that, but when you're just starting and you're so new into it, at first you're just kind of trying to learn how to survive, what to do, how to move, and then you can't really and then you're kind of working on techniques, right? Like you're just learning how to punch, how to kick,
Hmm.
how to talk, different things like that. And then once you kind of got that stuff down and you start going with more guys, then your style starts to really develop. I feel like that's kind of what I've been able to do the last few months before my fight, and maybe a few training camps, because it's just when you're so new to it, you're just trying to figure out how to, like I said, level. You don't really have a lot of room to be creative because you just don't know
Yeah,
anything. And then when you start developing of that base, that foundation, now you get to be creative and figure out your style, figure out what you like, how to respond when people do certain things, or what you're trying to even set up, that type of thing.
yeah,
But that's super important, I feel.
yeah. Like this, it feels like this is the first time I'm able to really push myself. Like I'm not like thinking about my body anymore of like protecting this or that, or like this last 9 months to a year, like since I really committed to full-time MMA training, and after all the injuries and stuff, now I feel like I'm finally at a point where my body's holding up, my mind's good. I'm like clearer when I'm training, to where like you said, I'm not just trying to survive and like get back into shape, and I can actually just be creative and figure out, okay, this is what I want to be doing, this is what I don't want to be doing, and I'm able to just um be in that better perspective of putting yourself into training instead of like trying to hold back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just that building that comfort, building that confidence, and I think that's just time, right? Like it just takes a little
Yeah.
time. You can't go from all of a sudden doing something to doing something completely different and then be 100% confident. It just takes, the more you're in there, the more you're used to it and figuring that type of stuff out. I think, it's no rush, and that stuff will come. Like you said, we have a lot of different looks, a lot of different coaches, people teaching us different stuff, but then it kind of at a certain point becomes on us to figure out our style and
Yeah.
how we want to fight. So, but that's, I think, the most fun part of it too. Once you can figure that out, how you want to fight, your style, then everything else becomes way, way more fun.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it's been good. You're not out here, so I haven't done much other than training. I haven't gone out to eat much or anything like that. I haven't seen. I saw Zach this weekend. We uh chilled at the beach and went to church and hung out. And then I'll probably reward myself. I might stop by the office this weekend and then reward myself with the Greek place, because I gotta hit the Greek place while I'm out here.
I know you got to. Yeah, for sure. I was gonna ask you if you've seen Smackerias.
Yeah. Yeah, we hung out this weekend, and he left to Vegas. One of his fighters is fighting this weekend. So I got to see him this weekend, and then yeah, I'm just gonna probably Saturday after I finish the week, sit down there solo, order up those lamb chops, get the pita, the scolaya, the tzatziki,
It's called, yeah.
get the freaking shrimp, keftetas, and then finish off with that delightful rice pudding.
Oh my gosh. Forget about it. So good. That place is amazing, man.
So good. And I'm at the same Airbnb, so it's right by the beach, which is nice. I've been going to the beach a bunch. And
Oh, that's perfect. How did you find it? Did I send you the link?
no, I was on the email, so they kept hitting me up. So I just booked I booked directly with them, and they're mad cool. So
Nice.
yeah, it's so nice being right by the water.
That's what we'll do from now on then, is we'll book directly with them and until we buy a spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Tony, when's your fight? You haven't told
October. Oh yeah, I should have done that last time. October 22nd in Houston. So it's with Fury FC. I signed a multi-fight deal with them, and we got an opponent. So it was basically just up for grabs. Whoever can find me an opponent, I would sign with, and they came in, so they got the deal done. And yeah, we're about 5.5 weeks out. So just getting ready, feeling good, and excited to finally get one in before this year ends and I go off and get married.
Lover boy. Fun stuff, man. Fun stuff. I think yeah, is there anything else that's been going on? I feel like, I don't know. I don't have anything. What's up with you, Ronan? How's the cribbo?
You guys remember that conversation we had about what you guys would do if you guys were on the deserted island and what I would do? I'm bored out of my mind. Nothing to do, nowhere to go.
We'll be back soon, Roro.
Yeah, I need you guys to come back. I need to actually have something to
survive
do.
a little longer.
Yeah, but this place is coming along. It's getting there. I got my TVs came in. I'm in the living room right now. So got the couch. Got your new furniture getting ordered on Friday. So studio will be together when you guys get back. But yeah, man. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else. Went to a football game. That was awful. But
I got invited to a football. Dan invited me to the Texas A&M and the Florida game. I just couldn't do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Dude, we got to talk about this. I absolutely dominated my first week of Betr Fantasy Football.
Really? Some of these ATT guys have been
bro.
talking trash on you.
No, the ATT, different league, different league.
Okay.
So I didn't realize they play by different. They're honestly, I'm kind of throwing that whole league in the trash because they played by different. They play by different rules. I never played the rules that they play, so the whole scoring, everything's so different. So I drafted like absolute an idiot
Got it.
because so normally I play in what's called PPR, so you get a point per reception. They don't play that, so running backs are so much more important. So I didn't really draft running back heavy, or else I would have done something completely different. But it is what it is. I'm gonna take the L there probably. So yeah, those dudes are definitely talking crap. But my better league, my team, dude, I'm gonna if I win that league, I get 2 Super Bowl tickets.
What?
Yes, and I
Oh,
get
that's
like
the league to win then.
and 50K. Yeah, bro. So let me give you the lowdown
Start
on
with
that.
that. What the hell?
Let me give you the lowdown. Yeah, start with
I
that,
don't
right?
care about the Super Bowl tickets actually. I just thought it was cool.
Like a few of his players overperformed. He was coaching them up, and they did well. But ultimately, just ended up getting steamrolled by a far and away better team, which were my guys. But nothing you could have done about it. I put up a league high 142.3 points. I think the next closest was 120 maybe. Mikey Locks, I don't know, I remember what he was at. It was really in my rear view, so I wasn't paying attention to his score. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm looking good. I'm dominating. I got Derrick Henry, Tony Pollard putting up big numbers. Tua had a great week. Calvin Ridley. I just got a bunch of absolute savage playmakers on the team, and you know, I'm feeling like there's a chance that one or two of these guys could take a win from me at some point during this season, the regular season. But it's really my league to lose at this point. So I'm gonna just keep coaching my guys up, and hopefully they'll continue to pull.
From my football expertise, it sounds like you have a very well-rounded team. It doesn't sound like you have anyone who's crazy going out there, but I just saw Aaron Rodgers. That's very sad. Something like you don't have like any crazy stud like that, but you have a very well-rounded deep team, just from my knowledge.
Yeah, man. But it's funny because while the team is very well rounded and very deep, I got guys that are going to week in, week out be top performers. So, it's really about that consistency at the end of the day. And I just got consistent playmakers, So for me, it's about being consistent. It's about, doing well and putting up a good average, but it's also about making plays at the end of the day. You got to go out there, you got to make plays. You got to do it big. And that's what we had. Henry had like a 50-yard reception. Tony Pollard 2 touchdowns. He didn't even have to finish the game because the Cowboys were dominating. Tua 36-34 win over the Chargers. Had a couple touchdowns to Tyreek. Just it's looking good. It's looking good. Let's just put it that way. I got a lot of people reaching out for trades, wanting to kind of piggyback off me. I won't name names. Derek from Betr Media, he's been reaching out. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to name names, but a lot of these guys, Derek included, are wanting to
Specifically,
they're wanting to suckle on the teat of the current champ. So it's something that is really, I find myself in a position of power, and I'm working on navigating that.
well, that's where we thrive. And I just want to say I'm cool with relinquishing the split of the Super Bowl tickets with Madeline. So I'll split the latter.
Sounds good, my brother.
Let's go.
No problem at all. No problem at all.
Who do you have on your team that you think is going to go off this week, Bo?
Dude, like I said, this week I fully expect every single one of my team members to go off. Calvin Ridley's going off, Derrick Henry's going off, Pollard's going off, Tua's definitely going off again. These guys, at the end of the day, I don't think anybody can compete with us. We're about our winning. We're about getting those dubs. So that's what we're gonna do. Hold on one second. I got something to say. I got something to say to all the fans out there, to all the peeps listening to this show. And this is what I have to say. The NFL is here. Go download Betr and start playing better picks today for a chance to win 100 times your money. 100 times your money. That's serious. I mean, if you bet $1, we're talking $100 cash out. So go download Betr and do that. New users, even better. You will get a deposit match up to $100. So you flip that 100x, 100x 100. I don't even want to do the math there. That's a lot of money. Plus, there's no minimum deposit. That's big time. Betr also has the fastest payouts, withdrawals, and the highest payouts in the industry. Download Betr if you want to. I'm not saying you have to. Use code BO. You listen to this show. You want to go give me some kickbacks? Code BO. Set your NFL lineups now. And like I said, 100x your money. Win some money.
Is
Wow.
is Betr legal in Alaska?
Dude, Betr is legal in Alaska.
Wow, that's clutch.
I'm making plays out here. I'm making plays.
You might just stay out there.
I'm considering it. We're stopping in Juneau. I'm gonna see what the real estate market's like, and I might just have to pop a squat.
All right, I'll meet you there. But just text me the real spot. Because
Yep, no problem.
wait, real quick, can we talk about the fact that Sean Strickland is the UFC middleweight champion?
What?
Bro, I went to bed that night and I was like, I've been waking up like every Sunday morning to a pretty wild scenario the last few weekends. And I'm like, let's have a calm, cool, like logical morning this time. Nope. Wake up, getting ready for church. Unanimous decision. Sean Strickland, UFC middleweight champion. I'm like, what the hell, dude?
Did you watch the fight?
I watched the highlights back, and it looked like it looked like Izzy didn't show up, and he just pieced him up.
He just beat his ass, or what? I literally haven't even watched a single highlight. I haven't watched anything.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it looked like Izzy like didn't show up and was slow and not himself, and Sean Strickland looked really good and just kind of walked him down and knocked him, like almost knocked him out in the first round with like a straight one. Yeah, straight 1-2. And he went down hard, and Sean was landing like precision shots as Izzy was fighting back up to his feet. Somehow he survived, and then he kind of just did what he always does: walks down, push kick, 1-2, like throwing his normal combinations, and was just like not getting hit. Was really just made it a boxing match and just beat him, dominated.
Jeez, that's crazy.
That was
Izzy
wild.
was not been training hard.
That's what I think. It seemed like something was off. So I know after he beat Pereira the last fight, he said like in his interview, he was like, everyone knows I like to take vacation sometimes during camp, but I was locked in for this one. And so I was like, that's an interesting thing to say. So I don't know if he was going off this camp or not. But
vacations during camp?
Yeah.
He actually said that?
Yeah.
What a dumbass.
It was weird. So I don't know how much he was preparing, but
yeah.
It was like a Humvee against a Prius in that fight. Like, it was so bad. I watched the whole thing. My technical analysis from the fight. Essentially, what I got from that is Sean Strickland just kept walking him down as he couldn't use the distance at all, couldn't get off his kicks. And from that, my analysis would go with Sean Strickland absolutely beating the shit out of Israel Adesanya for literally 25 minutes straight. Dude, I was sitting in Champs watching it at the bar, and I've never seen, like, my hands were like on my head like this the entire time watching that fight, just looking at it. Like, of course I bet on Izzy. Are you kidding me? I thought it was a lock.
It was wild.
Jeez. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But oh well, man. That just means they want to push me even harder.
Thanks.
Both of the guys in their prime. Who wins an MMA fight? Tony's boy, Tom Brady versus Joe Burrow.
Ooh.
Mm.
That's a good freaking hypothetical. Tommy Boy or Joe Burrow?
On site or training?
Let's go with like bare bones. None of them have ever fought. Both of them have never fought MMA before.
Like
Like
right now, put him in a
walking in.
cage.
Yeah, well, not right now. When Tom Brady was younger, because that would be how it could be fair.
Okay.
Tom Brady is a competitor,
Yeah.
but Joe is just so cool.
There is a coolness factor in MMA, so
There is a big time coolness factor. And Burroughs, has Tom Brady come to any MMA fights?
yeah, he's been there.
Okay, I was going to say Burroughs been to a lot.
I'm I'm going with Brady.
I know you're going. I'll take Joe. Give me Joe. Give me Joe Shiesty.
What was the deal he just signed? Like 300 mil?
Yeah, highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
That's crazy.
$275 million. He had 82 yards on Sunday.
Yeah, well, that's one game running, so stop hating.
Bro, I do feel that did really hurt my heart when I saw um Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, I felt so bad for him, man. That looked like his Achilles just exploded.
I didn't see it. Was it bad?
It was pretty bad. Yeah.
Dude, the Jets just can't catch a freaking break.
They won the game though in overtime.
That I know that was sick. That was sick, but there's always something with those guys.
Yeah, I can't believe freaking beat the Bills though. The Bills are solid.
Yeah. Oh, that is
Yeah.
big.
Did you see what Aaron Rodgers said to Garrett Wilson after during halftime of that game?
Mm-mm.
So sad. So Garrett Wilson's like one of the receivers on the Jets, and he went in the locker room with Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers said, "Sorry, kid." Like,
Damn.
did like Pixar movie ending right there.
That is sad.
That's mad sad. What you said that too.
They were like expecting to win the Super Bowl.
Who's
Do you
the
think he'll come?
who's the backup QB?
I don't even know.
Zach Wilson.
He led him to a dub.
Yeah, that's big. I don't know. Maybe you get some stem cell shot in there. I don't know, whatever other stuff NFL got going on, and
Dude,
gets
I don't know, man. Maybe he goes back and does one more ayahuasca trip and it heals.
he realized he doesn't need an Achilles to win.
You don't need an Achilles. No, that's like a freaking, that could be a career ender. You could be done.
That stinks.
Yeah. Well, way to end this great podcast on a just absolutely sad note.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, enjoy Alaska, man. It was nice being friends with you for as long as I was. And hopefully I see you again at some point.
We had a good run. If it doesn't work out, we had a good run. Never
I'm at
forget
peace with
that.
it. We reached the highest of highs
Me
and
too.
did everything that we could have done together. And at this point, I just want to see you, like, if you don't come back like 30 years from now, I just want to go to a different country and see you sipping an espresso by yourself, and that's it.
Nothing needs to be said. That's the way we'll leave it.
All right.
All right, boys.
Done. Good seeing y'all.